Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. You joined me in March at Chipping Norton. So we have passed a bit of time just because March is now our planting season, so we can get underway with cultivations, planting. We're going to move all this down to the bio plant as well. We got some raspberries to move into the raspberry factory. So yeah, March is a very, very busy month on the farm, and we also need to cut the grass. So we should have some raspberries produced. Let's have a look. So if we look in the raspberry garden, we forgot to turn it on, so let's activate that. So no, we haven't got any of that. But cider, we have 17,000 litres of cider. We're nearly full on apples, and sugar is quite full as well. And there's plenty of sugar beet in there still going, so we'll see what the best time to sell that is. We've now got all of our pallets of sunflower oil ready to go, so we'll get them sold as well. And we'll get the slurry taken to the biodigester. So they're 107,000 litres, but it's just run out of seed, just about running out of seed. So we'll have to put some seeds in there, but I don't think we'll need much more for the time being. We've also got the rest of the crisp down at the shop. So yeah, March is going to be fairly busy for us. So I'm just going to drop this here. We're going to grab this trailer, head to the yard, and then we're going to get the AI worker set up on cultivating the lands. And we're going to start selling some produce because we're going to need to rent another planter because we haven't got one. So we'll grab eggs. I mean, it's not the best time to sell eggs, but if we need the money, we'll grab the eggs, we'll grab the produce from the glass houses. We might even sell some of the cider. Actually, let's have a look to see when cider is at its best. So, right, cider, right down there at the bottom. So it does sell at the market. March is not a great time. December is its best time. But because we've got so much in, I mean, it's saying it's £2,671 at the moment, and the best is 2.8. So I'm possibly not too fussed at that. We'll probably get that sold as well, just to make some money so we can crack on. So I'm going to head over now back to the yard, and then we'll get a worker set up cultivating, and we'll start selling some produce. Right, so here we are back at the yard. So as you can see, we've got plenty of produce down there to pick up. So we'll get on the skid steer. The cows need food as well, so we're going to have to desperately cut some hay as well at some point. We've got the worker down there, but I think he's finished. I'm going to bring him back up. I'm going to get him set on cultivating the fields we're getting ready to plant. We also need to tackle the weeds as well, so we've got some spraying to do. So I might make some money, and then we might see if we just hire another tractor, get a couple of workers going while we're bitting and bobbing, selling produce. We probably will cut the grass, get that turned into hay. I might even also do the spraying myself because I've got the narrow skinny tyres on. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to take a load of wheat over to the chickens because they will need a top up as well. I did forget about those few pallets there when I sold all the apple pallets, so I'm going to have to sell them as well at some point. But they're in the complete opposite direction, so we'll worry about them later, I think. But we need to get glass houses emptied, milk sold, cider sold. There's plenty to do. Right, I'll get this tipped, move the worker, and I'll see you shortly. Right, so here we are with the first load of produce. Quite a lot of produce come out of the glasshouse over the last 4 months, so we'll get the first load gone. So that is in a very impressive amount of money, which we can't see because that silly crossplay thing's in the way. But I think it was in the region of about £90,000. So we can double check that on the stats. Let's double check it. It's not that, it's finance, isn't it? So today sold produce £83,000. Really not bad with a £7,000 environmental score. So that really wasn't too bad for the first load, and we've got plenty more loads to come. So we'll go back to the yard, we'll grab the next load. Grab the eggs, grab the sunflower oil, and we will try and make some money, and then we can crack on with some farm work. So here we are, the next load of produce. Crikey, that was £150,000 with the environmental score. That is brilliant for what we need. But we can now head back to the farm. We can get the workers set on cultivating the other field. We get a planter bought, and we can get some spraying done. And then later on, we will nip down. We will sell the cider and see how much we get from cider. Right, I'm going to get this turned around in this forest area. Poorly, but I'm going to get it done. Oh, that's the edge of the map, isn't it? Right, I'll get it spun around. I'll head back to the yard and I'll see you there. Right, so we're just pulling back up in the yard. I'm going to drop the low loader off here. But one thing I've been meaning to do for a few months now is we need to get ourselves debt free, so we're going to repay this loan, which then leaves us £164,743. But we are loan free now, so that is perfect. We're also going to need to rent a planter now. Now I would like to buy one, but they're fairly expensive So there's that 9 metre, 12. I think we'll just go for the 9 metre again. It does fertiliser. So we're going to get that rented. Or do we just buy it? I don't know. I think we'll lease it for now. Because we only need to put sugar beet in and another... What other crop are we going to put in? Oh, I'd like to do sunflower. I think we're going to do sunflowers again. Because it does make us oil and it's sold pretty well. So we'll get some seed bought. We'll get a bag of fertiliser. A couple of bags of fertiliser to put in it. I'm going to have a look at used machinery just to see if there's anything... Nothing really worthwhile. That's all just a bit out of our reach at the moment. So yeah, we're probably just going to rent a tractor now just for the worker to start planting our fields for us. So what do we need? 180 horsepower, so nothing major. So I think we might get a case because we haven't had a case yet. So we'll just have a scroll down to here. Don't think the medium-sized case does it anyway. I think we need a small case. I think we need this one, and that one is 224 horsepower. We'll keep it completely standard. £12,000. Bit expensive, I know, but it does mean we can get on with the job. Leave a worker planting. Actually, to be fair, I think I might take this to the yard quickly. I'm going to get him set up doing potatoes because 2 fields that I've cultivated had sugar beet in the last time, so we want to keep crop rotation. Probably put sunflowers down the bottom and then put sugar beet up the top near the shop this time. It's a bit bigger field, it'll be better for the sugar beet harvester because it's quite a big old thing. Right, I'll just quickly nip this to the yard and then you can come with me and we'll do some spraying. Right, I've just noticed that it's only got 900 litres in it and I think we've got some spare potatoes in the shed. So we're just going to nip and fill it up because we don't want to head into the field and then have to fill it up afterwards. So get that door shut. You probably noticed that the roller's down at the shop, and that's because these doors... Oh. Apparently we haven't got any potatoes left. These doors all glitched and it chucked all the produce everywhere, so... It was fairly annoying, but... Never mind, so I think we just have to run down to the shop quick and pick up some potatoes in the back of the pickup. And then we'll head back. So, I've just driven this to the store to pick up potatoes, but another thing I wanted to do, I don't like these base game trucks, so I'm going to sell it. I haven't really used it, and it's because I don't particularly like them. You're going to get 34 grand for it, but the thoughts are, something we can use around the farm a bit more. So I want a Ford Ranger, so... We're going to go for 2019 Ford Ranger, 33 grand, so it's pretty much the same money. We're just going to have it standard. Do we want a back on it? No, I think we'll keep it normal. We'll have flashers, orange of course. I'm going to put a beacon on the roof because this is going to be our main truck, so we're going to get that, I think, a nice blue. So that's 33. We're just going to buy that because that's just a straight pickup swap. And then what we want to do, so I'm going to get an Eiffel Williams trailer just to carry small amounts of stuff back and forth with ease, really. I'm going to get one of these Eiffel Williams. I'm just going to put a headboard on it. It's £3,000, so really not too bad. And that just means we now can pull loads back and forth with a nice pickup. So we'll try and hitch onto this trailer. I have had problems with the Eiffel Williams before where it doesn't always hitch. Like that. Yeah, so that would be one of the problems. So we'll probably just go for a standard game trailer. Those Eiffel Williams trailers, I don't actually know what they fix to because they don't go on the back of the tractors. Well, I can't get it to go on the back of the tractor, and I can't get it to go on the back of trucks. But never mind. So we'll get one of these. It's not the end of the world. It's a bit more expensive. We'll sell that, but it just means that we can run faster, smaller loads about. Because at the moment we're using, we're like having to come back full for the tractor, and I mean our tractors are pretty quick at 40 mile an hour, but sometimes like now when I just need to get some potatoes, just want to be up and down instead of messing around too much. I'll get this thing. To be fair, let's have a look inside the Ranger. Actually, very nice the Ranger is. Very nice. Right. Let me get this hitched up. Right. Oh, we also need to buy some more tadders. So where are tadders? Consumables, potatoes. So what are they? $9.50. It's slightly cheaper than buying seeds. There's not a great deal in. I'm going to take 6 because I reckon we'll get through them all. Because I'm going to do 2 fields this time. Because we got a good yield off, but I just feel like we needed a little bit more. So quite happy to have changed the truck to a nice Ford Ranger. Better in keeping with this sort of map, this UK map, shall we say. The American pickups are really nice and I do like them, but this is much more in keeping with our English roads. Right, I'll run this back and we'll get the potato harvester filled up, and then we should be able to get him going. And look at the beacons. Right, I'll see you back at the farm. So we'll get this filled up. It's going to take quite a lot of spuds, I believe, and then we can get him going in the field. He's took the seeds as well, but turns out I didn't buy enough with just buying 6. Ooh, we might just get it, you know. Ooh, filled it to the top, so yeah, just managed to fill her up. Right, let's finally get this guy set in the field and going. I believe the worker is done in this top field here, which was sugar beet last time, so we're going to get this planted now into potatoes. I'm going to jump into the worker's tractor, and then we'll go get him cultivating the other potato field and the other sugar beet field, so it's ready. Both of them will become potatoes this time. Top field, what we're about to go past in a second, that's going to be the sunflower field, and then the one by the shop, that will be our sugar beet field. And then at least everything's had as much crop rotation as possible. So let's get this down to the bottom and then we'll get him going. Right, so now everyone's set up and going, we're going to jump into our trusty old steed, and I think we're going to go mowing. because our cows need some food. So get this door opened, the mower's at the back there, so happy days. We'll chuck the mower on, we'll get ourselves set up mowing, and then if we get done before the potato guy or the cultivator guy, we will start planting the sunflowers. But we do need to get some hay on for the cows because they are very hungry. We also need to do the spraying, but I think it's best we get the cows all fed up, and we can do the spraying at a later time. Right, let's get some food for our cows. So run down to the field, I'll time lapse me cutting it, heading it, windrowing it, and I'll see you when we're collecting it. Right, I'm just going to leave him windrowing because I see the worker has finished cultivating down here. We're going to run this up now to the new sugar beet field. I'll get started cultivating. He should be then finished windrowing, and then we can pop back, get that collected, get the cows fed. It's all go. March is a very busy month for us, but we're on top of it. We have got the spraying to do. I mean, we could leave it another month and then spray absolutely every field, but it would be a very big time lapse tomorrow or day after, spraying every single field, and I like to keep it a bit broken up for you guys, bit of difference in each job. I know today's been a bit sell product, grass, back and forth to the shop, but some days it is a bit like that, especially when we've got to keep buying products. Potatoes, different stuff, so I'll nip this up to the sunflower, I'll get started. I know we'll be popping back in a minute to move the sunflower guy on, because he will, potato man on even, sorry, because he will be nearly done that field. So I think he was on one of the last breeds as I was passing earlier, so we'll do a check on him in a second. Oh, there you go, he's just finished. I knew he wasn't far, so actually we'll just pull over it. Let's get him moved, because he's just going over there to do the next field. Let's get this folded up. Try and stay off our brand new potato crop as best as possible. Obviously we've also got a lot of rolling to do today as well, so we have to roll. We don't need to roll the potato fields, but we will have to roll sugar beet and this field once we get this planted with sunflowers. And I've completely missed the entrance. We've got 45% left of potatoes, so I'm hoping that should be enough. We want to make sure we get plenty of potatoes this time, because we did run out fairly quick in the processing plant. It didn't seem to take very many minutes at all to chomp through all those tatters. So we'll get 2 fields done this time. I mean, we might even buy another field yet. We'll see what it's like when we sell the cider at the end of the episode. We might be able to afford a nice field. So we are debt free at the moment. We've still got some of our higher purchases on. We might even have a look and see if we can sell, pay some off early. And then each month we haven't got such a big chunk of money going out. Well, just have a quick nosy while I'm thinking about it. See what we've still got on. So yeah, there's a few that are quite small money. Obviously the fast track's quite a lot of money still, but we could settle a few of these and bring our, because at the moment our monthly cost is £4,800, so it'd be nice to bring that right down. Right, where was that? There we are. Right, I'll carry on running this up to sunflower, and I will start cultivating until, I mean, the worker might be finished windrowing by the time we get there, then in which case we'll go collect the grass, the hay. But we'll see where we are, and I'll see you in a second. Right, I'm hoping that's our worker finished windrow, so I'm going to leave that now to him. I'm going to get this moved back to the yard, and then we will come and start collecting and get our cows producing again, because I think they must have run out last month, which means the value, yeah, you see the value's dropping, and these will soon be at the time we want to be selling them. So the sooner we get some food back in there, the better. But I mean, they're at 75% health, so they've only just run out because they would normally be at 80 with hay, so not too bad. Right, I'll run, drop this off, and I'll grab the silage wagon. Right, so that's all the grass picked up. It's not a very good yield off the field because we did forget to fertilise it and spread it, so before we move on we must remember to do that just to get the best yield. I might even put this field to the left of us next time. We've not actually had to cut off that, and then I'm thinking of ploughing it up and making it an extra field. So we might have to rent a plough, but it seems a waste to leave it there. It's quite a decent bit of land really. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking of getting that ploughed up next time. We've still got to run all that manure and slurry across to the biomass plant. So plenty of that to be moved as well. Need to get these fed. We don't want our cows to get hungry. There we are, let's dump this in there. So we're just going to put the fat track back on the low loader because we're going to sell some cider in a minute. But I did see that the worker has run out of potatoes in the field, so can you see where he's got to? See how much more he's got to do. Alright, it's just a nip, so... he's only got... Ooh. I'll run the truck over there, and we'll see if we've got enough in the truck. Ooh, we really haven't. Well, we'll get this over to him, we'll get him started again, and then we might have to... We'll sell the cider and we'll bring some of the potatoes back on the low loader just because we're going in that general area, so it'll make sense. Now let's get this across the field and to our whacker. It's quite fast, this Ford Ranger. I don't think this will get him very far at all really, but it gets it out the trailer and then we can utilise the trailer for other things as and when we need it. So let's just nip across here and get him filled up. Yeah, that ain't going to get him far at all, but at least it's out of the trailer for now. Alright, let's take this back to the farm. And then we'll shoot off in the fast track. See what we're going to get for our cider. And then we can load up at the shop with... Probably won't need overly that many. Probably 3, 4 more. And then we can get that potato field set up. We also do need to get the sprayer across the shop at some point. So I would like to get it spot. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I'd like to get it spot spraying because it will be... It'll be cheaper for us, shall we say, and then at least we're not just pouring herbicide on the fields. I think they should go in here with the trailer. But this is now a nice, usable pickup and trailer for us, so we can move products around our farm. Right. Park him up there. And we'll jump in the fast track, sell some cider, and then get some potatoes. So here we are. Let's load up. First load of cider. So that's 10 pallets. I don't know how many more we've got to spawn. Oh, even better. It's another 10, so that's 20,000 litres of cider we've got now. And is that everything? Nope, more is spawning. I think that'll be the lot. 27,000 litres. So lucky for us, the sell point is just over here. Very convenient for us. And let's see what a 27,000 litres of cider gets us. So are we ready for that? So we're on 125. Oh, that was a bit less impressive than I thought. Sell point is very narrow. It's in a very awkward place by the looks of that. So let's just spin around. Looks like where the trigger trailer thing is about the only place you can sell it. Never mind, so let's go again. Perfect, so we're now on £203,000. That would give us about £78,000. So that really is not bad. 27,000 litres. Right, let's head back to the store, get some more tatters. Right, so I'm going to buy 4 more pallets of potatoes. I'm also hoping that we might be able to connect. I'm just having a look, and I see we've got a tow point on the back of this trailer, so I'm hoping we might be able to connect this onto there, because it would be nice to take it all back in one big train instead of coming back to the shop again, but I don't think it'll work. Oh, no, I'm stand corrected. So there we go. We will train this back to the yard, drop the roller off, and then go get the spuds in the drill. Right, so we've loaded him up with some more potatoes. I'm just dropping this trailer. We should be able to put the planter on. Let's start doing some sunflowers. So I think the other worker is also done now at the top field, so we will get him back in a minute and he will roll behind us. But for now, it is our job to get the sunflowers in. It's set to corn at the moment. We definitely want to change it across to sunflowers. That's it. Right. So this field here is going to be our victim. So I pulled that over the field the wrong way. Typical. And I'm hoping this will lift it without the weight. I think the weight's still on the front of the Lambo. There we go. Let's get her unfolded. So it is doing fairly well. Right. Let's start and put some sunflowers in. Right guys, that is the sunflowers in. I think we're going to leave it there today, and then next time we'll get the sugar beet in. So I know it's been a bit all over guys, but plenty of jobs to do in March this year. And then next time what we'll do, we've got the sugar beet in. We will fertilise the potatoes because they'll need separately fertilising. We'll spray all the fields off, the weeds off, and we'll carry on selling produce. And I think we might even buy another field. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments, leave them down below. And as always, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and you'll get notifications of all our videos. And thank you, and see you next time.